Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, he knows he has the best wide receiver right now in the country. They are so excited about the talent and experience that they can get to downfield. But they've got a young passer. How will they put into play, into the scheme, ways to get him the ball? Depending on what the defense does, this will be a big storyline we'll follow throughout the game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Vanderbilt's offense comes onto the field first today. And out to lead the attack is Blaise Berlowitz. There's no way to describe it other than he just wasn't seeing the field last time out, throwing 7 interceptions. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Oh, they're after him! Another incompletion on third down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Alabama's offense gets for its first possession of the game. And we get a look at Ryan Williams. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Biletnikoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Keelan Russell. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Might as well stick with him. Oh, better look out. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, that did not go as planned except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Russell on play action. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Jenkins. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Keeps it on the draw. Snowed under by the defense.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough. enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Running inside, it's Alexander. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying, because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Delayed handoff. It's Alexander. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on 2nd down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock, but more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this 1st half, but we can end on a high note.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Commodores, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He leaves it with his back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Russell. Makes the grab. Lowers those pads. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Russell. Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. And they're able to make the tackle. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back up.
Caught, and he's got room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. The run inside. It's Hill. Can't get him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of... And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws it deep. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the 1st down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They feed him again. Got enough for the first. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. This time he wants to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense. Throw him.
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Throwing Russell. Might be looking to run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to pass, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bama!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 12 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Scarlet Knights, sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Nashville. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Tide head coach running back onto the field. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Keelan Russell. That's caught. It's Rodgers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Russell. Dumps it off in the flats. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
On target over the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Finds his man. It's Rodgers. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Russell rushes on him. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They go play action with Russell. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fit it in the window for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Commodores lining up, just needing a few tough inches. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Receivers just haven't been able to separate and get open tonight. It's been that way all game long so far. It's been tough on this QB. Another one gets swatted away for an incompletion.
Under fire. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Looking for space. It's Hill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the tie. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Throwing Russell. Firing to the right, complete. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Might have a chance. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Russell. This time it's complete.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Barnett. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
The give, it's Alexander. Picks up the first down. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man down the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. So be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Working the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown Doors!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
On the ground with the counter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Keep it on the ground. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
There's some room. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Running inside. It's Hill. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Pressure coming. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us as the season.